What's up, YouTube? Timos here. Now, since I just did my reviews for a couple of Zach Braff movies because of A Good Person, here's my review for the last film he did before A Good Person, of course, and that is the 2017 comedy Going in Style. Now, Going in Style is actually a remake of the 1979 film that had George Burns in it, which is actually pretty fun. There, it also had like Art Carney, Lee Strasberg, Charles Hollinan. Really fun little comedy if you guys ever seen that. Now, Going in Style starred the likes of Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and Alan Arkin, who plays lifelong buddies Willie, Joe, and Albert, who decides to buck retirement and step off the straight and narrow when they're like pension funds, become a corporate Cassidy, and they are desperate to pay the bills and come true for their loved ones, and so they decide to pretty much knock off the very bank that absconded with their money here. And Going in Style did not really get great reviews. It only has like a 47% Rotten Tomatoes, but this movie is much fun than it has any intention of being. Maybe one of the few remakes that is actually better than the original. I'm sorry. The original's good and everything. I mean, you can't go wrong with George Burns. But the remake, I might even prefer over the original. It is really fun. You know, the three leads here, Michael Caine, Alan Arkin, and Morgan Freeman are just great. Of course, Morgan Freeman, is in Zach Braff's new film, A Good Person. So that's a little bit of a reunion here. And the film also has some other really cool cast members. You also had like Christopher Lloyd, Matt Dillon, and Margaret was in this. Who, by the way, and Margaret, like that woman, I believe is in her 80s or 70s. How old is that Margaret? Let me check. And Margaret age. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's like in her 80s or 70s. Let me double check. And Margaret age. Yeah, she's like 81. I'm not gonna lie, Anne Margaret actually still looks good for her age. I'm sorry, but of course, there was like a couple of scenes with her and Alan Arkin. I'm like, Alan Arkin's one lucky guy. And come on, Anne Margaret, did a movie where her love interest was Elvis. So hey, who does not love Anne Margaret? Come on. But that aside, you also had like Joey King, Peter. I can never pronounce this guy's name, but Peter Serafinowicz, who was in like that Tick reboot on Netflix. He was also in Guardians of the Galaxy. He actually plays Michael Sheen's former son-in-law. You also had like Kenan Thompson popping up in this. You had some really fun supporting players. This is a really fun, entertaining movie worth checking out. I love a good heist film. The heist was great. I mean, and it really like you can really tell these guys are having a good time. I mean, it's really cool seeing movies with older actors here. I just saw a movie on recent, which I'll talk about here in a bit. It's always really cool seeing movies where like older folks are having a good time, whether it's something like this, whether it's 80 for Brady. It's always nice to see, And these guys really nailed it every inch. I mean, I love Alan Arkin. Every time he pops up in anything is always a given. I just love that guy. Morgan Freeman, he's Morgan Freeman. Well, Morgan Cusack's for there. So yeah, if you guys have not really seen Going in Style, I saw this movie in theaters when it got released back in 2017, which I did usually back at the time. I would love to have reviewed this when I saw it, but Going in Style, which of course did okay, I guess. It only made 84.9 million. But it is a really fun film worth checking out. Really entertaining. Great chemistry by the cast. Do yourself a favor, give Going in Style a go. It's a fun film worth checking out. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever seen Going in Style? If so, what's up? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Favorite scenes, favorite moments? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer this or the original George Burns film? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Sim Messiah.